My name is Rowena Husbands, and I'm a celebrity photographer and an entertainment manager. I started because I wanted to take pictures of my daughter. A friend of mine took me to a celebrity photographer to get her photos taken. And I saw what he was doing, and I said I could do that because I had already had some equipment that I had borrowed from Canon USA when I worked there. So I started taking pictures of my daughter when she was, I used her as my muse, so to speak. And I met a wonderful, wonderful choreographer at the time. Her name is Robin Dunn. She looked at my photos and one day and said, "You have a great eye for photos." And I said, "A great eye?" You know, I just did it as a hobby initially. I started out just shooting my daughter. And when she said I had a great eye, you know, she said, "You really should think about doing this seriously." So Robin had a few dancers that needed headshots. So I started out shooting them for free. I wouldn't even charge them, and she suggested that I charge them. She said, "Look, you gotta charge them something," because I just enjoyed taking photos. So one thing led to another. I started charging them a little bit of money, and she in turn introduced me to Mona Scott Young, who was rising up in the music industry at the time. And meeting Mona gave me an opportunity to photograph her clients at the time, who her clients were Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott. So I started shooting them, and Allure, she had managed a group by the name of Allure, and she gave me that opportunity. And then one thing led to another, and my name started ringing in the industry. My pictures were going out. I photographed Mariah Carey, all kinds of people that I just only used to wish or dream about meeting, you know, like a year or two before. And then now here, all of a sudden, I'm photographing these people at these events and private parties. And after that, you know, that meeting with Mona Scott and the opportunity that she gave me led me to do other things, and that's why I'm here now 18 years later still photographing. The next chapter of my life, I see myself mentoring more young women, you know, in the field of photography. I already mentor one. I have a couple of assistants, young women that I've brought on to assist me, and I let them photograph, I let them shoot with me. I don't just let them do the grunt work, I give them the opportunity to shoot. If I'm shooting a celebrity, I give them the camera and I let them shoot the celebrity as well. And a lot of photographers wouldn't do that. They want all the shine. But I think by giving them that opportunity, you know, they'll learn and then they'll pass it on as they grow in this industry. Working on my books. I'm going to be doing a series of photography books. Working on getting my own studio, my full-fledged photography studio. Very soon, in the near future, I'll be having a studio in Manhattan. I love telling stories. That's one thing a couple of people who have hired me in the past said. They said, you know, we've seen a lot of photographers that do things. She said, but you tell a story with your photos. If a person is not at this particular event, by looking at my photos, they feel like they have been. When they hear my name, Rowena Husbands, I want them to take away from hearing my name a woman who had no aspirations to be a photographer and did it, you know, without selling her soul or selling people out in the industry. I know a couple of photographers have said to me, "You're the most giving photographer that I know." You know, I had to stand my ground. But, you know, I grew up in the projects with 4 older brothers in Harlem, so with a single mom who took care of us. So I have a tough skin. So growing up with my brothers at the time, I didn't realize that it was going to help me. Fighting my brothers and dealing with my brothers helped me in this field of a male-dominated industry. But for the most part, I get the respect because I give respect. As far as photography goes, what I like to shoot the most is I like to do headshots. I like to do headshots because that's how I started out. So it was never a money thing for me, and it still isn't. But I've been blessed because my phone continuously rings. I constantly get clients. So, and I never worry about that. And I don't, you know, like I said, I've done it all on my own without representation. So it's like the relationships that I have with the artist or the manager or the publicist or the record label. And that's a very important thing in this industry, having good relationships with people.